What if I told you that the universe conspired in your favor and prepared 10 divine promises that will completely change your life in 2025? If you were born under the sign of Pisces, know that this is not just another video about astrological predictions. This is the moment when you will discover the 10 sacred promises that God made especially for you, and that will begin to manifest powerfully in the coming year. Pause everything you are doing now, because what I am about to reveal may be exactly what you have been waiting to hear for so long. Have you ever noticed how sometimes it seems like life is testing your faith? As if there's a pause between your prayers and divine answers? Well, the time has come to understand that this waiting period is ending. 2025 will be the year in which God fulfills ancient promises in your life, those that you even thought would never come to pass. And I'm not talking about empty promises or fleeting illusions. I'm talking about divine commitments that were sealed in the spiritual realm, and that will now begin to materialize in the physical plane of your existence. What makes this moment even more special is that you, as a fish, carry within your essence a deep connection to the divine. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is a direct channel to higher realms. And God knows this. That is why He has prepared these 10 specific promises for you, considering every tear you have shed, every prayer you have whispered, every moment you have maintained your faith even when everything seemed impossible. If you don't watch this video to the end, you may miss out on understanding how to prepare to receive these blessings that are already on their way. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and prepare for a journey of revelation that will strengthen your faith and renew your hopes. Promise 1. The emotional healing you've been asking for. How many nights have you spent awake carrying unseen pain? How many times have you pretended to be okay when inside there was a sea of unresolved sadness and resentment? The first promise God made to you in 2025 is the promise of profound emotional healing. And when I say profound, I'm talking about a transformation that will reach the oldest roots of your pain, those wounds you've carried since childhood, those disappointments that scarred your soul, and that you thought you would never overcome. Pisces, you are a sign that feels everything intensely. Your capacity for empathy is so great that you often absorb the pain of others as if it were your own. You cry the tears of others, carry burdens that aren't even yours, and at the end of the day you wonder why your heart is so heavy. God saw each of those times when you emotionally sacrificed yourself for others. He saw when you put everyone's needs above your own. He saw when you smiled to hide your sadness, when you kept quiet so as not to hurt anyone, when you swallowed your own tears to wipe away the tears of those you love. The divine promise for 2025 is that the time has come for you to receive back. The time has come when old wounds will truly begin to heal, not just superficially. You will begin to realize that those painful memories will no longer have the same power over you. Those situations that used to keep you awake at night will lose their strength. Those people who hurt you in the past will no longer occupy space in your mind and heart. This will not happen magically overnight, but it will be a divine process where each day you will feel your heart lighter, your soul freer, your spirit more renewed. God is promising to put the right people in your path who will understand your pain without you needing to explain. You will find environments where you can be vulnerable without fear of judgment. You will discover emotional and spiritual tools that will act as a balm for your wounded soul. It could be through a meaningful conversation with someone special. It could be through a moment of deep connection with the divine during prayer. It could be through a situation that will make you see the past with different eyes and finally forgive, starting with yourself. This emotional healing also includes releasing destructive patterns that you've been repeating unconsciously. That tendency to put yourself last will be transformed into healthy self-love. That fear of abandonment that makes you cling to toxic relationships will be replaced by confidence in your own worth. That guilt you carry for things that weren't even your responsibility will finally be laid at the foot of the divine altar, and you will understand that you no longer need to carry that weight. Prepare yourself, because in the first months of 2025, you may experience situations that will bring these stored emotions to the surface. Don't be afraid of that. When a wound truly needs healing, sometimes it needs to be cleaned first, and that may hurt momentarily. But trust in the divine process. Every tear you shed in this healing process will be a tear of liberation, not of imprisonment. And on the other side of this journey, you will recognize yourself as a renewed person, stronger, more whole, more prepared to receive all the other promises God has for you. Promise 2. True love will knock on your door. Have you grown tired of half-hearted relationships? Have you felt exhausted from giving your all and receiving only crumbs in return? The second divine promise for you in 2025 is about true love, the kind of love that doesn't hurt, that doesn't confuse, that doesn't demand you be less than you are to be accepted. God is promising that it's your turn to experience a love that honors, respects, and values everything that you are. For those already in a relationship, this promise signifies transformation and deepening. That lukewarm relationship will gain new life. Those difficult conversations you've been postponing will finally happen and bring clarity. That connection that seemed lost will be rescued in an even more beautiful way than before. God is promising to renew the love between you and your partner, bringing back lightness, complicity, and the desire to build together. But for this to happen, you will also need to do your part, being more transparent about what you feel and what you need, without fear of being seen in your entirety. For those who are single and tired of waiting, pay close attention because 2025 is the year your paths will cross. The person God has prepared for you already exists, is already breathing the same air as you, is already being prepared for your meeting. It could be someone you already know but have never seen in that light. It could be someone completely new who will appear when you least expect it. It could be someone who will find you just when you decide to stop desperately searching and start living your life to the fullest. The love that comes to you will not be the kind that makes you question your worth. It will not be one of those complicated loves where you never know where you stand. It will not be one of those relationships where you need to guess what the other person is feeling. The divine promise is of a mature, conscious, reciprocal love. A love where you can be completely yourself, with your intense emotions, your heightened sensitivity, your dreams and fears, and still be loved for exactly all of that. A love that understands that you need time alone sometimes, that respects your emotional needs, that doesn't blame you for feeling too much. But here's an important warning that's part of this divine promise. You need to be willing to let go of the wrong loves to make room for the right love. God can't give you the right person if you're still emotionally attached to someone who has shown you 1,000 times that they're not for you. You need to close cycles, end situations that should have ended a long time ago. Stop accepting less than you deserve just to avoid being alone. 2025 will give you the courage to make these difficult choices. And when you do, you'll realize that true love was just waiting for you to break free from the chains of the past. This promise also includes healing your relationship patterns. That tendency to lose yourself in the other person will be transformed into a balanced partnership. That fear of not being enough will give way to the certainty of your own worth. That need to save everyone will be replaced by the wisdom of knowing that each person needs to make their own journey. And when you are at this new emotional level, the love that is meant for you will find you, and you will know how to recognize it because you will no longer accept anything less than that. Promise 3. Financial prosperity that comes from the work of your hands. Are you tired of always running out of money at the end of the month? Tired of working so hard and seeing so little financial return? The third promise God made to you is about material prosperity, but not just any kind. This is a promise of abundance that comes from the fruit of your own labor, the development of your talents, and the appreciation of your skills. 2025 is the year in which your effort will finally be justly rewarded. Pisces, you often underestimate your own worth. You have extraordinary creativity, sharp intuition, and a rare ability to connect with people. But you don't always know how to turn these gifts into money. You tend to do a lot for free, not charging what you're really worth, accepting less than you deserve because you're afraid of seeming greedy or self-serving. God is saying it's time for you to learn to value what you offer, because when you don't value your work, you're sending a message to the universe that you don't deserve abundance. The divine promise for 2025 is that you will begin to see opportunities that previously went unnoticed. That creative idea that has been in your head for a long time will finally find its way to materialize. That project you started but abandoned because you lost confidence will gain new momentum and show its true potential. That talent you have but never thought of using professionally can become a surprising source of income. God is promising to open doors, but you need to be willing to walk through them. This could mean significant changes in your professional life. It could be a promotion at your current job after being ignored for so long. It could be the courage to leave a suffocating job and pursue something that truly makes sense to you. It could be the start of your own business using your creative skills. It could be an opportunity to work from home doing what you love. It could be the arrival of an important client who will value your work and pay you fairly. It could be a side project that starts small but grows consistently throughout the year. But along with this promise of prosperity comes an important lesson about financial management. God is promising to increase your income, but He is also asking you to develop wisdom to manage what comes your way. It's no use earning more if you continue to spend everything without planning, if you continue to be generous to the point of harming yourself, if you continue to make financial choices driven by the emotion of the moment. Part of this promise includes learning to save, to invest, to create security for the future, and to say no when necessary. You'll realize that as the year progresses, your mindset about money will change. That guilt you felt for wanting more will disappear, because you'll understand that prosperity isn't a sin when used purposefully. That fear of not having enough will be replaced by confidence in divine provision and your own ability to generate income. That feeling of never being able to move forward financially will give way to a clear path of growth and stability. Get ready, because your financial life in 2025 will be very different from what it was in previous years. And this change begins with you believing that you deserve and are ready to receive. Before I continue revealing the other wonderful promises God has prepared for you, I need to make an important request. If you are enjoying this content and feel that these messages are touching your heart, subscribe to the channel now and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any messages that can transform your life. Also, leave a comment telling me where you are watching from, because I love knowing that these words are reaching people in so many different places. And if these revelations are making a difference in your journey, consider becoming a supporter of the channel, becoming a member, because it is through your support that I can continue bringing these messages that nourish the soul and strengthen faith. Your participation makes all the difference and motivates me to continue this work of bringing light and hope to each of you. Promise 4. The family you dreamed of will grow stronger. How many arguments, how many misunderstandings, how much accumulated resentment within your own family. God's fourth promise to you in 2025 is about family restoration. It's about mending those frayed bonds with threads of love and understanding. It's about that family member you haven't spoken to in years because of a situation that grew into an insurmountable wall. It's about transforming the family environment into a true safe haven and not just another source of stress. Pisces, you suffer greatly from family conflicts because family means everything to you. When there is disharmony at home, you cannot find peace anywhere else. You carry this anguish wherever you go, and it weighs on your chest like a stone. How many times have you tried to be the peacemaker, the one who unites everyone, the one who absorbs tensions to maintain peace? How many times have you sacrificed yourself so that others wouldn't fight? God saw each of these times and is promising that in 2025, you will no longer have to carry this burden alone. The divine promise is that there will be moments of genuine reconciliation. That conversation that has needed to happen for so long will finally flow naturally. That forgiveness that seemed impossible will sprout in the hearts of those involved. That distant family member will show a willingness to reconnect. That old resentment will be healed through a deeper understanding of the pain each person carried. And you, who have always been so understanding of everyone, will finally be understood in what you felt and suffered. But this promise isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's also about further strengthening the bonds that are already good. That relative with whom you have a special connection will become even closer. You will create beautiful memories together in 2025. That family member who has always supported you will be by your side in important moments to come. That loved one you cherish so much will surprise you with gestures of affection that will warm your heart. For those who dream of starting a family, this promise brings even more special news. 2025 could be the year you finally take that important step in your relationship, whether it's an engagement, a wedding, or the conscious decision to build a life together. For those who want children and have been trying for some time, this could be the year that precious dream comes true. For those who already have children, it's the year to further strengthen those bonds, to be more present, to create deeper connections, and to better understand the emotional needs of each child. The promise also includes divine protection over your family. Those situations you feared might affect the people you love will not have the power to cause harm. Those problems that seem to be approaching will be averted by God's hand. Those illnesses that worried you will find healing or control. Those financial difficulties that affected everyone will be overcome through solutions that will come from where you least expect them. Your family will be under special divine protection in 2025. And for those who don't have a biological family present or who come from a very complicated family, God is promising to give you a family of the heart. You will find people who will treat you like a relative, who will welcome you like a son, who will love you like a brother. These connections will be so strong and genuine that they will fill that family void you've carried for so long. Because family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's that bond that God creates between souls who need to walk together. Promise 5. The health you need to live life to the fullest. Have you been neglecting your body while taking care of everyone else? Have you been ignoring the signals your body has been sending because you think you can hold on a little longer? God's 5th promise to you in 2025 is about health, that holistic health that encompasses body, mind, and spirit. It's about you finally prioritizing yourself and taking care of this sacred temple that is your physical body. Pisces, you have a tendency to somatize your emotions. That anguish turns into stomach pain. That worry transforms into insomnia. That stress manifests as constant headaches. That deep sadness lowers your immunity and you get sick easily. God is seeing how much you have been punishing your own body by not properly processing the emotions you feel. The promise for 2025 is that you will learn to take care of your emotional health in a way that will automatically reflect in improvements in your physical health. If you've been facing a health problem that's worrying you, know that 2025 brings the promise of significant improvement. This doesn't necessarily mean an instant miracle, although God can do that too. It means you'll find the right treatment, the right doctor, the approach that will work for your specific case. It means that those tests that have been showing worrying results will begin to show improvement. It means that the chronic pain you've been carrying for years will finally find relief through some new method that will come to your attention. The divine promise also includes prevention. That lifestyle you know you need to change will finally be transformed. You will find motivation to exercise not out of vanity, but because you will understand that your body needs movement to function well. You will start paying more attention to what you eat, choosing foods that truly nourish instead of just filling an emotional void. You will learn to respect your sleep hours, understanding that rest is not laziness, it is a physiological need. You will create healthy boundaries that protect your vital energy. For those struggling with addictions or dependencies, whether to substances or behaviors, 2025 is the year of liberation. God is promising to give you the strength to break free from what binds you. You will find specialized help that truly works. You will meet people who understand your struggle because they have been through it. You will discover practical tools to deal with moments of weakness. And day after day, you will feel the chains loosening until you are finally free from what has enslaved you for so long. This promise also speaks specifically about mental and emotional health. If you are facing paralyzing anxiety, depression that steals your joy of living, panic attacks that prevent you from doing simple things, or any other challenge related to mental health, know that God has not forgotten you. 2025 is the year in which you will find resources that will help you manage these issues more effectively. This could be through appropriate professional support, support groups, spiritual practices that bring genuine peace, or the right medication to balance your brain chemistry. There is no shame in seeking help, and God will put the right people in your path. Get ready because in the first months of the year, you may feel a strong calling to make important changes in how you take care of yourself. Don't ignore this calling. Schedule that appointment you've been putting off. Get those preventative checkups. Seek out that alternative treatment your intuition is suggesting. Start that physical activity that appeals to you. Find that mental health professional. Every step you take toward self-care will be multiplied by divine grace, and you will reap the rewards of renewed health that will give you the energy and disposition to fully live out all the other promises God has for you. Promise 6. The purpose that gives meaning to your existence. Have you ever found yourself wondering if there's something bigger you should be doing? Have you ever felt that emptiness of living only on autopilot, working, paying bills, surviving, but not truly living with purpose? God's 6th promise to you in 2025 is about discovering or rediscovering your mission on this earth. It's about understanding that you're not here by chance, that there's a specific divine purpose for your life, and this is the year that purpose will become crystal clear to you. Pisces, you are a deeply spiritual sign and need to feel that your life has meaning beyond the material. When you are disconnected from your purpose, nothing seems to make sense, even when everything is going well. You may have money, health, relationships, but if you lack that feeling of fulfilling your mission, you feel empty inside. God is promising that 2025 is the year in which this search for the meaning of life will finally find clear answers. This promise can manifest itself in many different ways. For some, it will be a sudden revelation, almost like an illumination where everything suddenly makes sense and you understand exactly what you need to do. For others, It will be a gradual process of discovery where the pieces of the puzzle slowly fall into place until they form the complete picture. For many, it will be a career redirection where you will finally find the courage to pursue what truly calls you, even if it seems risky or different from what you have always done. Your purpose is intimately linked to your natural gifts. That ease you have in understanding people, in comforting those who are suffering, in creating beautiful things, intuiting solutions, bringing peace to troubled environments. All of this is part of your divine purpose. God gave you these gifts precisely because they are part of the mission He has for you. 2025 is the year you will stop underestimating these abilities and begin to use them intentionally to fulfill your purpose. The promise also includes important connections with people who share similar missions. You will find your tribe, those people who understand your vision, who are enthusiastic about your ideas, who want to walk alongside you on this journey of purpose. These connections will not be superficial. They will be deep and meaningful partnerships that will enhance the impact you can have on the world. Together, you will accomplish things that would seem impossible alone. But here's an important truth that's part of that promise. Discovering your purpose doesn't necessarily mean your life will get easier. In fact, when you decide to live with purpose, new challenges may arise. There will be resistance, there will be fear, there will be times when you question whether you're on the right path. But the difference is that now you will have clarity, and clarity of purpose gives you the strength to overcome any obstacle. You will no longer be living a random life, you will be walking in a specific direction, and that changes everything. For those who already know their purpose but are stuck, unsure how to begin or continue, 2025 promises to unlock those obstacles. That stalled project will gain momentum. That idea that's only in your head will find a way to materialize. That dream that seemed too big will begin to look possible. God will send resources, people, opportunities, knowledge, everything you need to take the next steps toward your purpose. And remember, purpose doesn't have to be something grand in the eyes of the world. You don't need to be famous, rich, or recognized to be fulfilling your purpose. Sometimes your purpose is to be that person who brings light into the lives of a few people, but in such a profound way that it completely transforms their existence. Sometimes it's creating something beautiful that nourishes the soul of those who consume it. Sometimes it's simply living your life authentically and inspiring others to do the same. Whatever your purpose is, it's important, it's necessary, and 2025 is the year you will fully embrace it. Promise 7. Divine protection against everything that threatens you. Have you been living in fear, looking back with dread that something bad might catch up with you? Have you felt that anguish that at any moment everything could crumble? God's 7th promise to you in 2025 is about powerful spiritual protection. It's about you being covered by the divine mantle in such a way that not even the fiercest attacks will be able to reach you. It's about sleeping peacefully knowing that you and everything you love are under the protection of the Almighty. Pisces, because you are so energetically sensitive, you end up being an easy target for negative energies, envy, the evil eye, and even more targeted spiritual attacks. You feel when someone is wishing you harm, even if you can't explain it rationally. You perceive when an environment is charged with negative energy. You absorb bad vibrations and then don't understand why you're feeling so bad for no apparent reason. God knows all about this energetic vulnerability you carry and is promising to strengthen your spiritual protection in a way that you will feel a concrete difference in your life. The promise of divine protection in 2025 includes protection against malicious people. Those who approach you with falsehood will no longer be able to deceive you because your intuition will be even sharper. You will identify bad intentions even before they manifest in actions. Those who plot against you behind the scenes will be exposed or simply removed from your path. Those who try to harm you, whether out of envy, jealousy, or pure malice, will discover that you are under a protection they cannot penetrate. This promise also speaks of physical protection. Those accidents that could have happened will be avoided by divine intervention, sometimes so subtly that you won't even notice. That serious illness that could have struck you will be averted. That approaching danger will be kept away. You will go through situations where you will later look back and think how lucky you were. But it won't be luck, it will be the hand of God actively protecting you. Your paths will be guarded. Your home will be a sanctuary of peace. And not even the forces of darkness will be able to overcome the barrier of light that God has placed around you. The protection also extends to your finances and material possessions. Those scams that could cause you to lose money will be revealed before you fall for them. Those opportunities that seem good but were traps will show themselves for what they really are in time for you to back away. That wealth you built with so much effort will be protected from devastating losses. This doesn't mean you won't face any more financial challenges, but it means there will be no catastrophes, no irreparable losses, and everything that is shaken will be rebuilt with divine help. But along with this promise of protection comes an important piece of advice. You need to do your part. Divine protection is not an excuse for irresponsibility. You can't walk into dangerous environments thinking you're protected. You can't associate with clearly toxic people expecting God to protect you from the consequences. You can't make foolish decisions counting on divine protection to save you from trouble. Protection works in conjunction with wisdom and discernment. When you make wise choices and yet bad situations still try to affect you, then divine protection acts miraculously. 2025 is also the year in which you will learn powerful spiritual tools for self-protection. You will discover specific prayers that create energetic shields around you. You will learn spiritual cleansing practices that remove negative energies you absorb during the day. You will understand how to use natural elements for protection. You will understand the power of positive thinking and the spoken word in creating an aura of protection. These tools do not replace divine protection, but work in harmony with it, creating multiple layers of spiritual security. And for those who are going through intense spiritual battles, who feel attacked from all sides, who seem to have no rest from the battle, this promise is even stronger for you. God is saying that the enemy will not prevail. The weapons formed against you will not prosper. The evil plans will be thwarted. The traps will be disarmed. And you will emerge from this battle not only whole, but strengthened, matured, and with an unwavering faith that no one else will be able to destroy. Promise 8. Creativity that will flourish like never before. Have you been keeping your creative talents to yourself because you think they're not good enough? Have you been letting your artistic gifts die because you need to be practical and pay the bills? God's 8th promise to you in 2025 is about the creative explosion that will happen in your life. It's about you finally giving vent to all that art that exists within you, and that has been repressed for so long. It's about transforming your sensitivity into creative expressions that will deeply touch other people. Pisces is the most creative and artistic sign of the zodiac. You have a fertile imagination, an ability to see beauty where others see the ordinary, a natural talent for the arts in their most diverse forms. But how many times have you heard that art doesn't pay the bills? How many times have you been told to be realistic and choose something more practical? How many times have you undervalued your own creative talents, thinking they were just unimportant hobbies? God is promising that in 2025 this will radically change. The divine promise is that you will have brilliant creative ideas flowing constantly. That creative block that tormented you will disappear. You will wake up with inspiration. You will have insights during the day. You will dream of images and concepts that will transform into real creations. Whether you are a writer, painter, musician, artisan, designer, photographer, or any other artistic expression, prepare yourself for a year of extraordinary creative productivity. You will create more this year than you have created in the last 5 years combined. But this promise isn't just about creating for the sake of creating. It's about your creativity finding an audience, recognition, and even financial return. That creative project you develop can become a source of income. That art you make can start to be sold. That talent you have can be taught to others. That creative idea can turn into a profitable business. God is promising to open doors so that your creativity is not just an outlet, but also a path to fulfillment and prosperity. You will also discover new talents you didn't even know you had. That art form you never tried because you thought you weren't good at it might turn out to be a surprising natural aptitude. That instrument you always wanted to learn will finally happen, and you'll be surprised by your own ability. That artistic technique that seemed too complicated will prove more accessible than you imagined. 2025 is the year to experiment, to dare, to allow yourself to be a beginner without fear of judgment. The promise also includes important connections in the creative and artistic world. You will meet people who work in the areas that interest you and who will inspire and encourage you. You will find artist communities where you can share your work without fear of destructive criticism. You will discover mentors who will teach you valuable techniques and open important doors. You will form creative partnerships with people whose talents perfectly complement yours. But here's a crucial reminder. Creating requires discipline, not just inspiration. You'll need to dedicate regular time to your creative expression. You can't just wait for moments when inspiration strikes. You need to create a routine, even if it's just half an hour a day, where you dedicate yourself to your art. Because when you show the universe and God that you're taking your talents seriously, they conspire to give you even more opportunities to develop them. This creative promise also has an important therapeutic aspect. When you create, you process emotions, you externalize pain, you transform suffering into beauty. Your art will become a powerful form of emotional healing, not only for you but for anyone who comes into contact with what you create. That song you compose can comfort someone going through the same thing you went through. That painting you make can bring hope to someone lost in darkness. That text you write can save a life. Never underestimate the transformative power of your creativity when channeled with purpose and heart. Promise 9. The wisdom to make the right decisions. Have you felt paralyzed, unsure of which path to take? Are you afraid of making the wrong choice and suffering irreversible consequences? God's 9th promise to you in 2025 is about discernment and wisdom in making important decisions. It's about having mental clarity in crucial moments. It's about trusting your intuition because it will be aligned with God's will for your life. Pisces, you often suffer because you feel too much and think too little when making decisions. You let yourself be carried away by the emotions of the moment, by excessive compassion, by the fear of hurting someone, and end up making decisions that are not good for you. Afterwards, you dwell on it, questioning whether you did the right thing, losing sleep over what could have been different. God is promising to give you special wisdom in 2025 that will allow you to balance heart and reason when making decisions. You will face important decisions this year. These could be professional decisions about changing jobs, accepting a proposal, starting your own business, or making a major career change. They could be emotional decisions about continuing or ending a relationship, giving someone another chance, or opening yourself up to new love. They could be financial decisions about investments, major purchases, or changes in your standard of living. They could be family decisions about where to live, how to handle conflicts, or sensitive issues involving people you love. The divine promise is that when these important decisions arrive, you will not be alone in the process. God will give you clear signs, so clear that it will be impossible to ignore them. These signs may come through conversations with wise people who will tell you exactly what you need to hear. They may come through situations that unfold in a way that clearly points to a path. They may come through your own intuition becoming so strong and persistent that you will have no doubt about what you need to do. They may come through doors that close on their own, preventing you from going down the wrong path. Part of this promise involves you developing patience, so you don't make hasty decisions. Not every decision needs to be made today. Not all external pressure deserves an immediate response. Not everyone who is rushing you has good intentions. 2025 will teach you the value of pausing, breathing, reflecting, praying, and waiting for the right timing. Some of the best decisions you will make this year will be those where you had the wisdom to wait until you had absolute clarity instead of acting on impulse or pressure. The promise also includes protection against manipulation. You will no longer be easily influenced by people who want to lead you in directions that serve their interests and not yours. Those beautiful but empty speeches will no longer deceive you. Those promises that are too good to be true will trigger immediate alarm bells in your mind. Those situations where you were being used will become obvious, and you will have the courage to walk away. Your wisdom will include the ability to identify hidden agendas and protect your own interests without guilt. God is also promising to give you relational wisdom, that ability to understand people beyond the masks they wear. You will be able to see who is genuine and who is false much more easily. You will identify who truly cares about you and who is only around when it is convenient. You will notice when someone is lying or omitting important information. You will recognize the warning signs that you previously ignored because you wanted to believe the best in people. This wisdom will save you from many unnecessary disappointments and pains. And in those moments when the decision is truly difficult, where there is no obvious right or wrong path, where each option has significant pros and cons, God promises to give you peace about the chosen path. That peace that surpasses understanding, that doesn't make logical sense but that you feel deeply in your heart as knowing you are doing the right thing. This peace will be your confirmation, and when you feel it, you can move forward with confidence because God is guiding you. Promise 10. The joy and peace you thought you'd never feel again. Do you remember the last time you felt truly happy? Not that superficial happiness of a pleasant moment, but that deep joy that springs from within and makes you grateful to be alive? God's 10th and final promise to you in 2025 is about restoring your joy of living and your inner peace. It's about you smiling for real again. It's about you feeling that lightness that seemed lost forever. Pisces, you have carried so much pain, so much suffering, so many disappointments, that at some point you began to think that happiness wasn't for you. That you were born to be the person who suffers for others, who carries other people's crosses, who spends their whole life trying to alleviate the world's pain while their own pain only increases. You began to get used to sadness, to normalize anguish, to accept the lack of peace as if it were an inevitable part of your existence. But God is saying no, that this is not true, that you deserve to be happy, that you were created to experience joy, and 2025 is the year in which this will be restored in your life. The promise of joy doesn't mean you won't have any more problems. It means that problems will no longer steal your inner peace. It means you will develop an emotional resilience that allows you to face difficulties without falling apart inside. It means you will learn to find reasons to be grateful even on difficult days. It means your joy will no longer depend on external circumstances, but will spring from an inner source connected to the divine that no one can take away from you. You will begin to rediscover small pleasures you had lost. The taste of delicious food will seem more intense. The beauty of a sunset will move you again. A beautiful song will give you goosebumps. A meaningful conversation will warm your heart. A sincere hug will make you feel welcomed. These small everyday joys that you stopped noticing because you were so consumed by pain will once again become part of your daily experience. And you will realize that life can be good again. The peace that God is promising is the peace that allows you to sleep peacefully at night without dwelling on problems until the early hours of the morning. It's the peace that lets you wake up without that tightness in your chest, already thinking about everything that could go wrong. It's the peace that allows you to be in silence with yourself without being tormented by negative thoughts. It's the peace that makes you trust that even if you don't have all the answers, everything will work out in due time. This promise also includes healing from old traumas that have robbed you of your ability to feel complete joy. Those painful past experiences that created emotional blockages will finally be processed and released. You will be able to remember the past without it hurting you as it once did. You will be able to think about the future without paralyzing anxiety. You will be able to live fully in the present, which is where true joy happens. This healing will be profound and liberating. Also prepare yourself for moments of unexpected joy that will take you by surprise. That invitation to something fun that you weren't expecting. That good news that will arrive suddenly. That gift someone will give you just because they thought of you. That sincere compliment that will touch your heart. That moment of genuine connection that will make you feel seen and loved. These moments will become more frequent as the year progresses, as if the universe were conspiring to make you happy. And do you know what's most beautiful about this promise of joy and peace? It's that when you're in this state of emotional and spiritual fullness, you'll naturally overflow with it to others. Your peace will calm agitated environments. Your joy will infect sad people. Your smile will brighten the dark days of those who cross your path. You will become a channel of blessings, not because you're sacrificing yourself as before, but because you're so full that you naturally overflow. And that's the healthiest and most beautiful way to help others, when you've first taken care of yourself. We have reached the end of these 10 powerful promises that God made especially for you, born under the sign of Pisces, for the year 2025. Did you notice how each of these promises connects with the others? Emotional healing prepares you for true love. Financial prosperity gives you the security to pursue your purpose. Health gives you the energy to use your creativity. Wisdom helps you protect everything you have achieved. And all of this culminates in the joy and peace that are the ultimate goal of every journey. But now comes the most important part of everything we've discussed here. These promises are not automatic. They require your active participation. You need to believe in them. You need to position yourself to receive them. You need to do your part while God does his part. It's no use knowing these promises and continuing to live the same way, making the same choices, maintaining the same destructive patterns. You need to move in the direction of the blessings while the blessings move in your direction. So I challenge you now. Choose one of these 10 promises that touched your heart the most, the one you most need to see fulfilled in your life. It could be emotional healing, it could be true love, it could be financial prosperity, it could be any of them. Choose one and make a real commitment to yourself and to God that you will do your part to make that promise manifest. If you chose emotional healing, Commit to seeking professional help or starting self-care practices. If you chose prosperity, commit to developing your skills and valuing your work. If you chose love, commit to working on yourself and being open to genuine connections. And after making this commitment, I want you to leave a comment telling me which promise touched you most deeply. Write which of the 10 promises you most need to see fulfilled in your life. This simple act of publicly declaring it is already a way to spiritually activate the manifestation of that promise. And when you come back here in a few months, you will be able to testify to how God has fulfilled His word in your life. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now because I'll continue bringing you content that will help you navigate 2025 with wisdom, faith, and hope. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any messages that might be exactly what you need to hear at the right time. And if this video touched your heart, if these words brought you hope, consider becoming a channel member, a supporter of this mission to bring light and spiritual guidance to so many people who need it. Always remember, you are not alone on this journey. God is with you, the angels are protecting you, and the entire universe is working in your favor. These 10 promises are not just pretty words. They are divine commitments that will be fulfilled as long as you keep your faith active and your actions aligned with God's will for your life. 2025 will be a transformative year for you, Pisces. Believe in this with all your heart. Live as if these promises are already being fulfilled, and prepare to witness miracles. May God bless each day of your year. May angels guard your paths. And may you end 2025 looking back and clearly seeing the divine hand fulfilling each of these promises in your life. A hug from the bottom of my heart, and until the next video.